Hey guys, welcome back into the OddsShopper YouTube channel. My name's Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be bringing you a little bit of NBA action for Friday, November 18th on No House Advantage. And if you're new to No House Advantage, well, guys, it's a couple different ways to play. Like I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about the versus the house contest. So we're going to be picking our own favorite props. You can then put them together. You can create your own parlay style multiplier tickets. You can do two tickets, two props together, 5 together. You get different payouts for each. It's very, very cool. No House Advantage has some of the best payouts around the industry as well. There's also the Pick'em contest on No House Advantage. That's where you're creating your own kind of DFS style lineups, using props, assigning them different values. We do have a video for that over on Stokastic.com as well. We also have free projections for No House Advantage on Stokastic.com, so you can check those out after you're done watching this video. But on OddsShopper here, we like to just get right into the picks. And if you could, smash that like button, subscribe to the OddsShopper YouTube channel. So a lot of great videos that'll come up after this one's done across a lot of different sports. Definitely like to give out as many picks here as we can on OddsShoppers. A lot of great videos, a lot of great guides and experts across all those major sports. So in this one, like I said, we're going to be talking about NBA. You can use promo code Stokastic. If you're new to No House Advantage, you get a $50 match deposit bonus on the site if you do that. So promo code Stokastic. And again, that'll let you try out with a little bit of extra money, you know, the versus the house contest, which we're going to get into here. So pretty big NBA slate tonight. Lots of different spots to choose from. And as you guys are probably aware, you know, you're all NBA savvy, kind of hardcore, grinding out the NBA slate here. There's a lot of injuries starting to pile up around the league. So we're going to take advantage of those injuries in a lot of our props today as well. We're going to start off by going to the Charlotte Hornets. You know, no LaMelo Ball. We're going to target Terry Rozier tonight. I did like him in the versus the house video as well. And you know what? He's got a 2.5 point prop here for the versus the house contest, just like he did in the Pick'em contest. We're going to go over Terry Rozier 2.5 pointers. This one's just a little bit too easy to me. Now, Terry Rozier's 3-pointers, they did go down when LaMelo Ball came back, as you would expect. The usage goes down a bit. LaMelo's taking a few more threes. But before LaMelo came back, Terry Rozier was averaging close to right around 10 3-point shots per game. So, you know, with that in mind, we got to take the over on the 2.5. I fully expect Rozier to just have big usage in this game. It's not what you call the greatest matchup in the world. I typically like to fade guys going up against Cleveland. But again, you've got to look at the usage here for Rozier when LaMelo wasn't in the lineup. It was through the roof, especially in terms of 3-pointers taken. I expect that'll go right back to normal here with LaMelo now out again. And, you know, I mean, again, like the Cavaliers are a good defensive team, but defending against the 3, they're actually below average. So they don't necessarily worry about the perimeter as much as other teams. So Rozier here, maybe not even in that bad a matchup. The point spread is a little bit of a concern. You know, it's obviously 9 points in favor of Cleveland, actually up to 9.5 now. So, you know, a little bit blowout concern that maybe Rozier gets his minutes limited, but he could reach this so quickly. I think the shots will be there. They've certainly been there throughout the year when LaMelo's out. So start with over on Rozier there. And we're going to stick with the 3-point prop tonight because that just seems like the biggest advantage that we have across the board on a lot of different props. We're going to go to Memphis for our second pick. Again, Desmond Bane is out. It looks like Jaw's in, but Desmond Bane looks like he's likely out tonight. That means Dillon Brooks should get great usage again. And we're going to go over 2.5 3-pointers on Dillon Brooks tonight as well. You look at Brooks, he's not as prolific a 3-point shooter as some of the other dudes that you know we're talking about or just throughout the league. But last 2 games, Bane out. He's attempted 9 3-pointers in each of those last 2 games. And even just going back further than that, I mean, Dillon Brooks is a dude who, you know, typically would throw up 6 or 7 3-pointers. And he had been shooting fairly good. He's just shot fairly good this season. A little bit slower pace in his last game. He only made 2 and 9, but prior to that, the percentage has been okay. So I like Dillon Brooks for an over here. Again, you've got a matchup against the OKC Thunder. I mean, they went to overtime in their last game. It was a bit of not overtime, but it was a close fought game against the Wizards is what I was trying to get at. So they've played a couple tough opponents in a row here now. Don't have a ton of rest. Already played twice this week I think Dillon Brooks probably going to be in a pretty good spot here to get his shot off again. No Desmond Bane, it looks like, for the Grizzlies again. So, going up just in terms of matchup wise, this really isn't a bad matchup either to take an over on. OKC, again, not the greatest perimeter defending team. They're bottom half of the league in terms of three-pointers allowed as well. This one just makes sense to me across the board. Again, taking advantage of an injury situation, better usage we've seen from Dillon Brooks. He's really pumped those three-pointer shot attempts up in his last few games. Still no Desmond Bane. Let's go over Dillon Brooks, 2.5 threes for our second pick. Okay, we're going to get away from the three-point props just for one guy here. We're going to go to Jordan Clarkson in this game out in it's actually, I believe it's in Utah. So I was going to say out in the desert. I guess Utah is a bit of a desert. They're playing the Phoenix Suns anyway. So two desert-based teams here. We got a close point spread, only 227.5 though. And I like taking the under on Clarkson tonight. It's 18.5 points. Clarkson had a nice little stretch there. He's seen pretty good usage. The shooting was up there at the start of the year, but he's now gone under this 18.5 point total in 3 straight games. He's got a tough matchup here. The Phoenix Suns, I think what we've seen from them, they're a pretty solid defensive team, 5th in just pure points allowed now. They don't allow a ton of field goal attempts or makes. The three-pointers, yeah, they allow a few, but it's not really that high a rate either. So across the board, the Phoenix Suns have just been a tough matchup. And for a guy like Jordan Clarkson, who, I don't really think of as someone who's like great at getting his own shot off, I think this is a really tough matchup. So give me the under here on 18.5 points for Clarkson. And again, we're going for a couple different ways here. It's the matchup, but it's also the trends and the usage with Jordan Clarkson. He's played under 30 minutes in 2 of his last 3 games. He's gone under this point total in 3 straight games as well. Again, he had that nice stretch in the, where he went over this total in like 4 straight games. But, prior to that, he'd be a really up and down player. He's not really a player I like targeting for overs in tough matchups. I know that the point spread is close here, but, you've got Connolly healthy. You got Markkanen out there. I'm going to take the under here on Clarkson. I think it's a good spot to take the under. Jazz have a pretty deep rotation as well. And like I said, Clarkson's minutes have been a little bit of cause for concern as well. So we're going to throw an under there, 18.5 points on Jordan Clarkson. Let's go back to the over train, though, here. We're going to throw in one more over on the three-point props. And this was another one where I just thought we'd get a 3.5 total on Zach LaVine tonight. But we have a 2.5 three-pointer prop up on Zach LaVine. And, guys, we're just going to go over here. LaVine's healthy. He's been playing a full complement of minutes since he came back from his last injury scare here. Well over 32, 34 minutes tonight. He's averaged 34 minutes over his last 3 games. And, I mean, the three-point attempts are just there for Zach LaVine. He's obviously turned into more of a perimeter shooter with the knee issues. Over his last 3 games, he's averaged 9 three-point shots per game, actually over 9. So, I mean, LaVine's actually been shooting it a little bit better as well. Had a nice shooting game in his last one. Made 4 three-pointers. Going up against Orlando Magic here as well. Again, not really a team I'm too worried about defensively, just in terms of where they rank. They're actually 8th last in terms of three-pointers allowed this year. So, again, not a good perimeter team. You've got the Bulls here with a big implied team total. Zach LaVine should be healthy, fine for this game. Really good usage just in terms of getting his shot off. The three-point attempts, I don't think those are going anywhere tonight against the Magic. I'm sure he'll probably attempt his full complement of shots. And he's had some pretty good shooting games of late, which I like. You always want a three-point shooter who's been confident of late. When you get that confidence, you just usually get a few extra attempts. So Zach LaVine, like I said, kind of like Terry Rozier, I was expecting a 3.5 total tonight. We're getting a 2.5 total. We got to take the over here. So Zach LaVine over 2.5 three-pointers. That's going to be our last prop here for No House Advantage today in the versus the house contest. Again, you can take all these props and put them together. You can take a couple of them and build around them. You can fade all my picks as well if you want. But when you're playing the versus the house contest, that's the beauty of it. You can create your own payouts, your own ticket, and you can pick and choose from what I'm giving you. So quick recap, over Terry Rozier, 2.5 three-pointers, over Dillon Brooks, 2.5 three-pointers as well. We're going to go under Jordan Clarkson, 18.5 points, like the projection on that one. And then over Zach LaVine, 2.5 three-point attempts, or not 2.5 three-pointers made on Zach LaVine. We're going to go over that as well. So those are going to be our 4 picks for today. Again, smash that like button, subscribe to the OddsShopper YouTube channel if you could. If you're new to No House Advantage, use promo code STOCHASTIC when you're signing up there. $50 match deposit bonus right off the top. My name's Geoff Ulrich. Hope you have a great Friday of NBA action. It's Friday already. We'll talk to you again soon.